Kia ora and welcome along to today's update on the weather. Well, the story for many of us is another clear, fine and sunny day, but it won't have escaped your attention. It was a cold start, one of the coldest nights so far this year for many parts on the North Island and even on the South Island. Plenty of clear sky and frosty conditions to kick the day off. But you can see on the satellite charts, there's plenty of clear sky across the majority of us. As we head through in towards the afternoon as well, high pressure sits across most of New Zealand, and it means it's a fine, dry day for the majority of the country, and that sticks with us even as we go through in towards the night time tonight. So for tonight, Wednesday into Thursday, it's another clear, cold and frosty night to come. Temperatures back down below freezing in many spots across the South Island and even across those inland parts of the North Island as well. So a cold but clear night for many of us as we head through in towards the early hours of Thursday. Here's those temperatures. You can see back down to around about -2 degrees Celsius for Taupo in that central part of the North Island, widely down below freezing across those inland parts of the South Island as well. But I think even places like Christchurch will be a touch of a chilly start, and even cold enough for a touch of frost through there as well. But a cold start today, first thing on Thursday, but for many of us, it is a dry and fine story. Plenty of clear sky once again. You can see though, waiting out towards the west, this next area of low pressure and these next fronts push towards us as we head towards the end of the day. Brings a bit more cloud across Northland and Auckland, and towards the evening time we'll find that wet weather in towards the far northern and western parts of the country. But for many of us, the story is another dry day, another clear sky day, and another cold one. I think we are going to find temperatures a real struggle as we head through into Thursday. But let's start off in the North Island. We have plenty of fine weather to start the day. A few pockets of mist and fog to start off with there through parts of Waikato, perhaps those southern parts of the Auckland region. But for many of us, it's a dry story. Areas of cloud here and there, but plenty of dry and sunny weather. You can see as we head through the afternoon, that cloud is increasing through Northland and Auckland. And by the end of the day, we'll find that wet weather up towards those far northern parts as well. Could be one or two heavy, perhaps even thundery bursts of rainfall through there. So well worth keeping up to date with the latest forecast and keep an eye on those radar charts as well. But after that cold start, it will be a struggle to get particularly warm temperatures. Highs just about making it into double figures for likes of say Taupo, 10 degrees Celsius. Head down towards Wellington, not much better, 13 or so. Even up towards Northland and Auckland, 15 degrees Celsius. And although I think we have got another cold night overnight Thursday into Friday where we have those clearer skies, so down towards, like I say, Wellington, Wairarapa and those southern parts of Whanganui, we are going to find as we head up towards the north, it's not as cold as we go through towards that early hours of Friday, but it will be a wetter night and a cloudier night as we head in towards that first part of the next day. Let's head down towards the South Island. And you can see for many of us, it's a dry story again, perhaps a little bit of a low cloud around parts of Canterbury just to start the day. That'll clear off as we head through in towards the afternoon and fine weather really dominates across the majority of the island. A touch more cloud on this western coast and a few showers to watch out for, perhaps pushing in towards, like to say, the Nelson region as we head in towards the afternoon, up in towards the ranges through there. But for many of us, again, it's another dry day, another cold and frosty start widely across the island. And our temperatures probably best up in the far north there, highs of 14 and 15 degrees Celsius. Many spots further south struggling to get into double figures, but down towards Invercargill, highs there, 11 degrees Celsius, but another cold and frosty night as we head through into the early hours of Friday morning. But for Friday, we are going to keep an eye up towards the north. This next area of low pressure develops and pushes that wet weather back in towards the likes of, say, the Coromandel. As we head through Friday, we'll find that wet weather pushing back in towards parts of Tairāwhiti as well. So worth keeping an eye on the forecast. Perhaps some heavier falls of rain through Friday and Saturday in those areas, say the Coromandel and that eastern side of the North Island. Down south, just about keeping hold of that high pressure. Clear and cold, but I think most of the day should be fine and dry for you. That's it from me. This is from metservice.com.